We first invested in iPlace in 2019. I met a founder who sold his business in the IT space. He had developed a thesis around creating a software platform to ease the pain of home moving, conveyancing, etc. And we provided some capital for that. And we were very hands-off. The investment developed when the company came to us and said they wanted to make an acquisition. They wanted to buy an existing business in the lead generation space. They wanted to do this to drive leads and revenue through their platform and make their platform more marketable. We had a two-pronged approach at that point. We pursued the tech platform, and at the same time, we brought some professionalism and ideas into how we make the lead generation business more efficient and more profitable. We achieved the second of those things. The first, ultimately, we reached the end of our runway in terms of the amount of capital we were willing to commit to the tech platform, and we closed that down. And ultimately, that turned out to be a good decision. Many others have tried that path and have failed since. I won't bother going into details of why. So the successful part was we took the lead generation business and we grew it many times over through not just efficiency, but extra markets, changing working practices and so forth. And we worked very closely with the founder of iPlace and the existing management to do that. So that was a business that was going very well, cash generative, growing, plenty of opportunity. Then sort of COVID came along. That was an interesting hiccup. So initially, obviously, things looked very bad. The housing market had closed. There was no revenue. We worked with the management on a contingency plan to allow them to continue to trade without being overly concerned about running out of cash in the short term. So you fast forward 3 or 4 months, the market opened up, volumes improved. We didn't need to draw down on the additional cash facilities, but it was there to enable them to feel confident the business would survive. And then we continued to grow that business whilst talking to various trade parties with a view to an exit. We agreed a deal on an exit, which ultimately didn't happen. At the final hurdle, the acquirer had cybersecurity issues and were unable to continue to do the transaction. So we then went back to the market probably a year later and found another trade buyer and exited. Why did we exit? Well, I think we'd owned it for 4 years. We'd kind of run out of ideas. We'd done all we could with it. You're left with an option. Okay, we can grow this inorganically or slow organic growth. We chose that actually it's better that this goes to an expert in the space and somebody or somewhere where they have sufficient scale to take the thing forward rather than us buying other businesses to bolt into it without really a clear thesis of where we would go and what the exit would look like.